Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with an update to the Day 1 Outlook. We have a couple upgrades as of the early afternoon update, so let's get right to it. Everything largely remains the same, but there's been some upgrades, so there is now an enhanced risk for severe weather today, encompassing far east central South Dakota and parts of Minnesota. The rest of the slate here remains the same, largely, and this marginal here, too, largely remains the same. So for that enhanced risk upgrade, again in east central South Dakota and parts of central Minnesota. Alright? The Storm Prediction Center has added a second slate today, encompassing Washington, D.C., South Central Maryland, and Eastern Virginia. Okay? But the marginal here remains the same, largely. So, cities in today's enhanced include Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, Plymouth, Minnesota, and Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. The slates today include Washington, D.C., Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and Arlington, Virginia. And the marginals today include New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Maryland, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. So, going to the tornado threat for today, and tornado threat remains largely the same, but they kind of grew that 5%. They kind of expanded the 5% tornado risk a little bit, so to include more areas. But the 2% remains largely the same. Cities in the 5% tornado risk area today include Duluth, Minnesota, Maple Grove, Minnesota, St. Cloud, Minnesota, Andover, Minnesota, and Superior, Wisconsin. And the 2% tornado risk today includes Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Rochester, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, and Plymouth, Minnesota. And now to the wind. Largely, and I mean largely, the wind threat remains largely the same. Alright? The Storm Prediction Center, however, has added a 30% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today, encompassing parts of Minnesota and far east central South Dakota. But otherwise, the 15% wind risk here remains the same, and so is the 5% wind risk area here. So, and the 5% wind risk over here remains largely the same, but the Storm Prediction Center has added a 15% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today, encompassing Washington, D.C., South Central Maryland, and Eastern Virginia. But the 5% wind risk here remains the same. Anyway, cities in the 30% wind risk area today include Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, Plymouth, Minnesota, and Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Cities in the 15% wind risk today include Washington, D.C., Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and Arlington, Virginia. And the 5% wind risk today includes New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Maryland, and Virginia Beach, Virginia. And to the hail threat remains largely the same, pretty much with the 5% and the 15% today for hail. So, but the Storm Prediction Center has added a black dashed area. The black dashed is where we have the highest potential for hail of 2 inches in diameter or larger today. But otherwise, the hail threat remains the same. Cities in the black dashed area today include Watertown, South Dakota, Wilmore, Minnesota, Brookings, South Dakota, and Alexandria, Minnesota. The 15% today includes Duluth, Minnesota, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Coon Rapids, Minnesota, Maple Grove, Minnesota, and St. Cloud, Minnesota. And the 5% today covers Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Billings, Montana, and Rochester, Minnesota. So, in summary, severe thunderstorms are expected this afternoon and evening across parts of the upper Midwest to western Great Lakes. Other severe storms will also be possible in parts of the northern plains, central Appalachians, and the mid-Atlantic. So, that's the update I had to give. Those are the updates to the Day 1 Outlook I had to give. Okay? So, stay safe in the affected areas today, and my Day 2 Outlook will come out very soon. Take care.